All right, theme music, theme music, theme music, theme music, theme music. I'm pretty sure it's a long theme song. Are we live? What do you mean we don't have a theme song? Hello and welcome to the inaugural episode of Words with Willie. I'm your host, Willie Johnson. Hello. Today, the words that Willie's going to be sharing with you are words about first times. You know, first times, they're the most memorable times. They're the most important times. Over 2 decades ago, I remember my first kiss. I remember every detail about the scene. We're on the back of a school bus, heading home from a field trip to a pumpkin patch. UB40's Red Red Wine was playing on the radio. Because back then, you listened to whatever the hell bus drivers wanted to. Me and this girl, we danced together, laughing the whole time. Then I turned to her and asked, "Would you like to be my girlfriend?" And she said yes. So I grabbed her hand. And then a voyeuristic child, almost definitely a very violent sex offender now, possibly then, he leaned forward and said, "You know, boyfriends and girlfriends are supposed to kiss." And as he hungrily watched on, I kissed her. It was very nice. Her name was Bianca. I think she may have been a little person. I remember my first rated R movie, Conan the Barbarian, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was the first time I'd seen blood and gore like that. And I remember after we finished the movie, I turned to my dad and I asked, "Dad, is it okay to think that men are pretty too?" I remember my dad got real quiet, and then for the first time my dad started drinking more and talking to the family less. I remember the first time my dad walked out on the family. But that was an only time too. You know, I remember the first time I smoked a cigarette. Me and a girl I were keen on went behind the dumpsters of the local Burger King. She took out her pack of cigarettes and asked if I wanted one. Well, I hoped that if I put something of hers in my mouth, she would put something of mine in her mouth. I remember the smoke burned my lungs as it entered them. And there was a tingling sensation that came all over my body and through my head. And I was doing something rebellious for the first time. I was doing something bad, something I shouldn't be doing. Also, the most addictive stimulant known to man was coursing through my brain for the first time. One of the most vivid first memories for me was the first time I made love. I remember every detail. My brain knew it was important. It took in everything. I was nervous. She was nervous. And I remember my brain wanted to remember it. So every second seemed like it lasted a minute. I remember every sight, every smell, every feeling of that back alley we were in. And then, after what felt like a half an hour went by, I saw the promised land for the first time. Oh, and by that, I do mean I came buckets and buckets of just pearly, hot, white jizz. You know, they say that first times are the reason drug addicts keep doing drugs. They keep going back to try and get the first high. They call it chasing the dragon. You know, I don't know how true that is. I know Willie, he goes back because anything to just take you away from the monotony, grayness, and just all the unfulfilled dreams. I guess what I'm trying to say is life is full of first times. And that's all you're chasing. You're just going from one first time to another. That's what you're searching for in life, is those first times. And as you get older, those first times get fewer and further between. In between first times, you'll experience second, third, seventh, 15th, 120th, 960th, 5,242th times. And then eventually you'll have your last time. Your last first time. It'll probably be something like taking 4 Viagra and finally making a move on that deaf orderly who you're pretty sure has been making eyes at you during pudding time. And then your life is just treading the same ground you've been. Doing things you've already done. Until you've reached the ultimate first time. And that's the first time you feel the icy, sweet embrace of death. And you're taken away to the eternal darkness. Alright, so let's get a caller. Amanda, do we have a caller?
No.
We don't have a... Are you sure? Is the phone system on? Everyone, you're hearing the voice of Amanda Blow, the producer for tonight's show.
No phone calls.
No phone. Then the phone line's off.
Yep.
Do they see the number? 402-281-2923?
Oh, they see it.
And they're not calling.
Nope.
Out of I assume thousands of viewers we have right now, no one's calling.
No.
We do have thousands of viewers, right?
No.
But I did all the things you said. You said, do the Instagram. I did it at Words with Willie 420. I did the hashtags like you said. They were good hashtags too. Like hashtag new stream on www.youtube.com. Hashtag Willie Johnson from the Buddhism Hotline's new show on the internet. You're saying no one's watching.
Correct.
I feel like the computer's probably just wrong. Let's remember, call in now, 402-281-2933. Not 23 like I said earlier. This is a new number. Willie goes through a lot of burner phones. I can't get a contract with anyone. Well, I guess I can use this opportunity to tell everyone who's watching, but the computer's wrong. It says no one's watching, but people are watching. I guess I can use this to tell you a little about the future of Words with Willie and some of the words that Willie would like to share with you. Now, obviously, this is going to be a call-in show, 402-281-2933. You'll call in. We'll talk about whatever you want. But also, I want to have some more engagement, so you'll see different shows on the under the Words with Willie blanket. We'll have shows like Call List, which is where Willie will order things, or I guess he'll try things, rank things, and then you call in and you try and get me to change that rank. Convince me to raise or lower something that I'm ranking. And also, this is America, so being patriotic, I wanted to, obviously you can buy the election. You can pay to have the vote changed. This is America, goddammit, and you can steal it away from Kanye West if you want to. We'll have, I'm pulling up, Amanda, what, oh, you gave the itinerary to me. What's your password?
1, 2, 3, 4.
That was 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, Willie.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Uh-huh.
3, 4. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
4. Ah, there we go. Oh, yes, Willie will also be sharing some of his conspiracy ideas with you. Willie does a lot of deep diving. Some actually think Willie may be Q. Maybe he is. I think of myself as more of a W, though. And this show, I just want you to know, these shows are about you, the audience. The thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people that are watching right now. This is about you. So, the lines will be open the entire show. And while you can make donations if you like what you see, obviously you don't have to. Is everything okay in the studio, Amanda?
Yep, everything's fine. Everything's fine.
That was a weird thing you did with your hand. I think you were trying to give me the okay, but it looked like you did that. Huh. Let's not do that. I'm the host. There would be no show. There would be no words with Willie without Willie. That's me, Willie Johnson, your host. Anyway, as I was saying, this show is not a money-grubbing show like some other streams you may know. This is about you, the audience. So why donations are open if you like what you see. You don't have to donate. We're going to have actually monthly stretch goals. The first stretch goal is you pay Willie's rent. And that's if we can get $1,400 in donations in a 30-day period. Well, I'm going to reward you guys and give you an extra show. I call it Hot Mic, where Willie will eat ridiculously spicy food and answer any questions that you may have for me. And that'll be a bonus episode. It won't be one of our normal Wednesday streams. And then from there, I'll give you other goals. Let's get a call. Willie's floundering here.
No calls.
Really?
Correct, yes. No calls.
At 402-281-2933?
No calls.
Has the viewer count been fixed yet?
Sure.
How many people are watching?
None.
Well, it's not working then.
Okay.
People have been begging for this show. I'm sorry, I'm just a little nervous. I'm sure you are too, and that's why you're not calling. But hey, it's Willie. I'm a friendly guy. I like to chat. I can help you with your problems. Recipes. I can help you with recipes. Girls. I talk to girls. The funny thing, Amanda, about that smoking story is not only did I get a lifelong addiction from it, but I also got a lifelong prescription to Valtrax from it.
Wow.
Got the red bumpies.
That's neat.
Are we going to get demonetized if I do this?
Talk about your herpes or vape?
Either.
Maybe.
Well, like I said, the show is not about money. Willie doesn't need his rent paid. Willie can handle it on his own. Willie has many irons in the fire irons. All right, let's get a call. Hello, you're on with Words with Willie. Oh, did we lose him?
Sure.
Do you know what they wanted?
No.
They'd probably tell me how good I'm doing. Anything you want to talk about. Questions. Anything. You just call in. 402-281-2933. Amanda, any calls?
Still no calls.
I guess we'll just wait. Any of you out there could be the first caller on the first episode of Words with Willie, the greatest show on the internet.
Oh, I think we have a caller.
Oh, hello! You're on the phone. You're hello. You're Words with Willie.
False alarm.
Do you know what they wanted?
No.
You're screening these calls, right?
Sure.
It would be embarrassing if I got harassed or something on the air.
So embarrassing.
A little hot in here. This is the only window that doesn't have wood in it, and it's also the only place in Willie's house that has enough electricity to run both a light and a computer. Please pay Willie's rent. Any donations, Amanda?
No donations.
What's the chat saying? Let's hear some comments.
Absolutely nothing.
Huh. That was a pube. Call. Hello, nope, no calls. All right, I guess if everyone's going to be a coward, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you cowards. Just leave a comment, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell. We stream every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. 10 Pacific, 12 Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. Is that right, Amanda?
No.
Do you have any access to internet? Maybe we could go look up an encyclopedia online and figure this out.
It's 8 p.m. Eastern time.
8 p.m. Eastern. I said that.
So
Thank you.
5 p.m. Pacific.
8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. All right, let's get a call.
Still no calls.
My phone's been listening to me. Amanda, do you have anything you would like to add?
No. I don't want to be here.
I told you if we start making $7,000 a month, you'll get a paycheck. This, you're getting, you know what this is? You're working for exposure. And sometimes I may accidentally expose myself. After a few of these, the pants come off.
Please keep your pants on.
I think as your boss, I can't say that. Am I your boss or are you my boss?
You're definitely not my boss.
I don't see your name on the poster.
No, your name on the poster.
Not on air. Don't do this on air. Let's get a call. Amanda's left the studio. I think she was lying. Let me check this out. I set everything up right. Hopefully. Oh. So. I have the stream set to private. That's why I'm sure thousands of people would be watching, but I accidentally set it to private. Anyway, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Click the bell. And leave a comment. Let me know what other shows you'd like me to see. What kind of content would you like from Willie? Next week, on the first episode of Call List, what would you be interested in me ranking? I'm thinking candy bars, because they're cheap. And Willie is poor. Alright, bye everyone!